again with this. Again, Marvel. So I'm about to be a very angry geek. So I'm okay. Marvel editorial Zeb Wells. Why? Just why? 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 Man, being a Spider-Man fan. Oh my god! Like I left reading the comics, Spider-Man comics in particular, in about 2015. Like I think Renew Your Vows was the last thing that I followed, and clearly that was a good choice, right? Because I don't. I saw this on Twitter today, and man, I really need to stay off of Twitter because it's just a reason to make yourself mad. But like they're doing this again. Again, like if you're looking on screen right now, you're seeing what I'm talking about. Where apparently Mary Jane now has a new family with some rando dude number six, and we don't. I don't know where he comes from. I don't even want to know where he comes from, and I'm just. It's infuriating. It's infuriating at this point. Mary Jane and Peter Parker are intrinsically tied. It is what it is. I don't know why these writers keep trying to run away from it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why? There are multiple realities dedicated to these two characters being married. Multiple. It's not just one, dude. There are multiple realities dedicated to these two characters specifically being together. And it's better to read those realities than it is to read the 616 comics at this point. Renew Your Vows had 3 volumes. Renew Your Vows had 3 volumes. Three! You want 3! That means they were doing something. For a particular run to get 3 volumes, it means that they were doing something. Something was working. I don't understand why editorial and the writers, I don't get it. I don't get it. All these damn spider people and the two people that are supposed to be spider people can't be together. We can have a whole universe with Japanese Spider-Man. We can have a whole universe with Spider-Man is Captain Britain. We can have a whole universe where the Dark Ark Spider-Man is another Spider. Like, bro, I mean, huh? But the two people that actually made this franchise what it is, the two characters that actually made this franchise as big as it is, and yes, Mary Jane contributed. I don't want to hear it from you MJ haters. I'm sorry. There's a reason she's the one in the movies first. I just why? Just why? Why do we keep playing this game? You want to do something interesting? Do renew your vows in the 616 universe. Do that. Just do that. I'm do that. I said, what type of company policy is this? What type of company policy is it to jab your fans in the face every time they have to consume a piece of your content? It's just like, oh, you like Spider-Man? Yeah. Oh, you love Spider-Man? Yeah. Oh, you love Spider-Man and Mary Jane and you want him to be happily married with a kid? What? I don't. Who is this for? Who is supposed to be reading this? Who is buying this? Who? Who is buying this? And it's like, and Zeb Wells, you feel good about writing this stuff? I don't know. Who is this for? Because it feels like Marvel is publishing comics for themselves now, for the editors to read for themselves. Because there's no fans that are picking this up. Not that I know of. I don't get it. And for everybody who's like, oh, this is the time for Black Cat, maybe, or this is the time for Silk, maybe, I'm sorry. If MJ and Peter can't last, there is no way. It is not going to happen. It can't happen because they will run into the same problem again. They will run into the same problem and they will break up, or someone will come, or Peter will fall into a time well, or something will happen because the problem is that editorial does not want characters to be happy. It just doesn't sell apparently. I don't know to who because I know so many people who want Spider-Man to be married at this point. You want to know what the highlight of the Spider-Verse trailer is? The Into the Spider-Verse. You want to know what's the biggest highlight or one of the biggest highlights anyway? is seeing Mayday Parker. That's one of the big, like, people were like, oh my god, like they were showing concept art for that and people were losing their minds. They were just like, he has a kid. Oh my god. You mean to tell me that's not an indicator to the market that maybe they want to see their favorite character just be with the character that he's supposed to be with? This is John Ridley and Black Panther all over again. The only difference is that it's worse. It's worse with John Ridley because Black Panther doesn't have as much content as Spider-Man or whatever. But the point is that I don't understand how creators can go out there and just say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make all the people who made this franchise what it is upset. I'm just going to make them very mad and make them not buy my product at all. Look, like with creative endeavors, it's supposed to be a give and a take. It's supposed to be you give something, they take it. They give you something, you take it. It's not supposed to be you just take. It's not supposed to be one way either way. And if you need to do swinging single sexy Spider-Man, if you need to do that, because there's all these goddamn spider people, Miguel O'Hara and Miles Morales are right there if you need to do that, if you want to do that, if you want to sell that. In fact, test it with those characters and see if it sells in the market and let Peter Parker move on with Mary Jane. I don't understand why we are doing this. This is one more day all over again. In fact, it's one more day continued. It never stopped after one more day. They kept trying to bring it back, but then editorial will come back in and just like are they Mephisto? Is Mephisto running Marvel Studios? Marvel Comics, I should say. But you get what I'm saying. I don't know who this for. I don't know who this is for. I don't know who's buying this. I don't know why they keep doing this. I don't know what the point is at this point. It's just I like and I feel like personally, I feel like John Romita Jr. is being held hostage because I've seen his art and he's a phenomenal artist in my opinion. I love his style, but I'm looking at the way that he's drawing in this and it's just like bro does not look like he's having a good time. Bro does not look like his creative juices are flowing from whatever scripts that they are giving him. And Zeb, it's a good thing you decided to stay off of Twitter because I would have had some Twitter hands for you, my guy. What policy is this where you just want to upset the people that make your fan base? I don't get it. Like, I can get a fan base being overbearing, but if they're demanding something that's actually going to push the story forward and is actually going to serve the characters and is actually going to serve the narrative, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Give it to them. Marvel, you guys need to stop acting like this is 1963. You need to stop acting like you're the only big publishers in the game. Marvel and DC and Image and all y'all. You need to stop acting like there's no people out there that are making phenomenal content. People can make comic books on their phones now. They can make a whole serialized comic book webcomic on their phones. You mean to tell me that you still think you're going to be the biggest game in the biggest game in town? You're going to be the biggest publishers in 10 years from now with these types of practices? You still think that you're still going to be running the game like this? Because I'm telling you, it's only going to take one, two, maybe three people with an IP that with an indie IP that can blow Marvel and DC out of the water. It can happen. And Marvel, you acting like you can't, and that's not wise. I'm telling you right now, what fans are telling you right now, that's how you're going to keep the longevity of Marvel for another 100 years, is if you actually listen to what some of the fans are saying. I'm not saying listen to everything, but just listen to the stuff that makes common sense. All these spider people, I'll say it again, all these spider people, and the one actual Spider-Man family that is interesting, that people want to see, you don't want to do it. I don't. Zeb, what did Peter Parker do to you, Zeb? Did a dude named Peter take your girl? Like, is you and John Ridley in a group where there's people with fictional character names that just destroyed your life somehow, so you're just taking it out on them on the page? What's happening? Yeah. What do you think, Icyville? Let me know in the comment section down below. Talk it to your boy. Spider-Man fans, I feel like we have to we have to start like an anonymous group, like a Spider-Man anonymous or something like, hi, my name is Katie. I've been a Spider-Man fan for 20 years. I still try to read the comic books every now and then, and I'm addicted at this point, and it's bad for me. Hi, KB. uh, Look at that! You made it to the end of this video. You are spectacular. Yes, yeah. Because I'm actually a huge fan of Spider-Man. If you really like this video though, I have a video up here, I have a playlist down there, and I have an icon you can click on to subscribe. Remember to leave a like and all of that stuff, and hit the notification bell if you do subscribe. And I'll see you all in another video because Meisterman's gotta be out. Peace.